Hey YouTube, Stretchline Bait and Tackle, aka Old Man in a Kayak, and I'm here in the shop getting prepared for the next tournament. Comes up in 9 days at Lake Caddo. Really cool lake out there. But anyway, I want to go over some of the things that I'm prepping and getting ready. I'm just making some few little minor repairs and adjustments I need. And one thing I'm doing is all your hardware, your rack mounts here, the steering mounts, all these Phillips screws here, my tie downs. Oh, let me find it here. There we go. My tie downs. I have come through here and I'm tightening and I'm snugging these down, all these holders. And I haven't done this in a while. And I was surprised at how many were loose because the constant use of using the kayak all the day, all the time, and bouncing up and down the highway on some of these long trips on the trailer. So these things work loose after a while. And I had one that fell out on the the paddle holder bracket, and that's when I went to replace it. I said, well, shoot, I need to check all these, and it's a good thing I did because I find a lot of them loose even when I mount my graph and stuff. So it's just a little tip and reminder to every once in a while go through there. I wouldn't use a power tool, but take you a nice hand screwdriver and tighten those up. And another thing, I did this the other day. Let me see if I can get you around here where you can see a little better. All right, I made this 3-rod holder on the back of my crate. Let me turn this around here so I'm holding the camera the wrong angle here. Okay, so what I've got here is I made this rod holder. Now I'm going to paint this black. I'm going to trim these screws off, and I used all stainless steel hardware. I did a video on creating this thing, and both my lids on both stacks, my Yak Attack crate and my short stack crate, all open and still work with so I'm allowed to carry 3. I have the ability to carry 3 more rods, and they're tapered. They're angled up at a 45 degree in the back to help keep from. I didn't like them standing straight up because I get into some brush and some low hanging limbs and they want to pop out. So I did that. Another thing I've done is it kind of looks like a jumbled mess here, but my original rod holder here would hold 3 rods. Well, I found that if I take and just put the butt in through the hole and just lay the tops down here, I can now carry 5 rods here. So these are my primary go-to rods, and then I'll have the 3 spares in the back. So I'll be able to carry 8 rods with me, and they're out of my way. And okay, so it's all prepping for tournament. I've got this sorted out and straightened out. Now this will come off when I'm traveling down the road. But anyway, now I have the ability to carry 5 rods on the side instead of 3. 3 more in the back that are angled up out of the way, so less chance of getting hung or snagged on something. So there's 8 rods I can carry, which is really, really good for me. And then another thing, I've got this right here. This is a Vigoro garden stake here. You can pick these up at your local hardware store, garden store. Now, this is plastic coated aluminum. It's hollow. It's not like super durable, but you can pick these things up for like $8 or so. And what's great, because I'll be fishing Caddo Lake is a shallow water lake. Probably 4 to 6 feet is a lot of the depths. But what I can do with this is I can push this down through a scupper hole. And you see in about 4 or 5, if I need to steady position myself for wind or to do something, I can just run this through a scupper hole. And they're lightweight. Now they will bend. Like I say, it's just aluminum, plastic coated aluminum tubing, but they do float. And at $6 or $7 a piece, that's a cheap option for anchoring your kayak, and they fit right up out of the way, don't take up any room. So I will be utilizing this this weekend, and I'm also working on a anchor mount. I'm going to build my own anchor mount where I can run my pole through the stake through it. They come off this side here. I'm making it out of marine board. And once I get that done and the design finalized, we'll be selling those through our bait and tackle store, where we're going to have a little kayak corner of some kayak stuff, but for stretch line bait and tackle. Anyway, so that was some things that I was taking care of, and just getting ready and prepped. I'm going through my gear, making sure my lines are good. I restrung a couple lines. I'm bringing 2 spare reels. That'll be rung. I'll have that with me. I'll have my spare reels. I got plenty of lures. I'm bringing 8 rod and reels with me with 2 spare reels, and I think that'd be more than enough for the way I fish. And so, alrighty, hey, well, stretch line bait and tackle here. Just want to give you little tips on prepping for tournaments, and especially if you get some heavy use on your kayaks. It's a good practice to go through here and do a little PM, preventive maintenance on your kayaks, and go through and tighten these screws. And you don't have to over tighten them, just snug them down. Check your pedal drive, make sure everything's good. Your prop mount. I have I carry 2 spare props with me. That way, if I break one, like when I was at Lake Fork on a windy day with that low, lot of stumps, I broke 2 props that day during that tournament, and it's a good thing I had 2 props, because if not, I would have been trying to pedal in the wind with just 1 blade on there. I mean, it moves, but it doesn't move real good. So that's a good thing. That's just part of prepping and being in the tournaments. Let's see, is there anything else I've got in here that I was going to go through? I think that's it. About the only other thing is I'm going to re-grease my trailer bearings. I put new bearings in about 6-8 months ago, but I've put a couple thousand miles on it, and I'm going to pull them apart and just pop them loose, make sure there's plenty of grease in there and there's no wear, everything's snug. Got that trip out to Caddo Lake. None of that, just prepping and getting ready. So, hey, just remember, it's good to do a little PM on your boat, especially if you use them heavy. So, all right, hey, well, everybody stay safe out there. Be careful on the water. Always wear your PFD. Pick up your trash. Pick up other people's trash, and let's yak all that trash out. Keep our waters beautiful, all right? Hey, everybody, have a good day.